Okay, so see guys, so what we have done yesterday, so in the yesterday class, so we went to organization administration and we have created legal entities, and also we have created our number sequence. So as soon as I create my legal entities, here I can see my legal entity. Under legal entity, we need to start our configurations. So we have created or configured the number sequence for entire modules. Okay, and then we came to a general ledger module. Under general ledger module, we have created chart of accounts, main accounts, and and then financial dimensions as well. And then so now today we'll see how to configure accounting structure. Accounting structure is nothing but, guys, so just concentrate here. This, so most of the interviews, so people ask what is accounting structure. Okay, accounting structure is nothing but combination of main accounts and financial dimensions. Okay, so you have so created both, but you need to combine them into one form, which is accounting structure. And this accounting structure, whatever the accounts are, so financial dimensions you have been defined, so that will reflect in your transaction level. Okay, just click on the configure accounting structure. You just created one TechM, right? TechM accounting structure. Okay, so here,
Rajshekhar,
yeah,
just a minute. Accounting structure meaning is a combination of which was the
combination of main accounts and financial dimensions.
okay, Rajshekhar, you can go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so now in the accounting structure, we'll just combine our main accounts and financial dimensions. You can see here, okay, what is my main account range? So I have taken my shared chart of accounts, right? Chart of accounts and shared chart of accounts. What is my range from 1 series to till 9 series I have, right? Till 9 series I have the chart of accounts. In these all range should cover in your accounting structure. If you miss any of this range, then it will not appear in your transaction level. Make sure all this range should be covered in this accounting structure. So that range you can directly give, so in one shot also. A double dot is, so your continuation. You can give it like this also. No, I don't want, so in one stretch. I wanted to give 1 series to 2 series in the one stretch. And I wanted to, so add one more line here. I wanted to use from 2 series to 4 series. And I also want from, sorry, we throw main accounts and overlaps. See here, if you take again, so same thing, it will overlap. Okay, so you make sure you shouldn't overlap your accounts. Okay, and here some 5 series to 9 series. Like this also I can give it, or so in the one stretch also I can give it. Here only I can give it till 9 series. I can give however I want. Now I have defined my main accounts. I also wanted to add my segments or financial dimensions. For this segment, so for all these segments, so what is mandatory financial dimensions, what is optional financial dimensions. I'll take my department or I'll take my business unit. Okay, and then I'll add my cost center. Like this, so you can add n number of financial dimensions, guys. Okay, you can add an n number of financial dimensions. And also, so if you wanted to keep it as, so here there is one more option, guys. Blank values are allowed. If you just select this one, while you posting the transaction, so within this number range, if you select the main account, still system will allow you to process the transaction. If you keep, so this is mandatory option, so when you see this star option, so this is the mandatory. If you see this, so star with the double quote, and this is, so optional. Okay, this is the optional business unit for this range. You can add, or so you can skip this one. Okay, that is how it works. Now, so I have done, so my structure. Now I have added my financial dimensions here like this, so I can add a number of financial dimensions. Okay, so the once I'm done completely, so I'll activate this accounting structure. I'll activate it. Where is our accounting structure? This is the one, right? See here, you can see the status as activating. This has to get activated. Like this, so if you want to keep as optional for all these dimensions, you just need to click on the allow blanks. Okay.
Rajshekhar, if you click on allow blanks, then only that inverted commas will come, right? That option what you showed right now.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So if you are not getting, then if any zero values are coming, it won't accept, right?
Right.
Okay. Rajshekhar.
Say in this case, suppose if you keep as so star mark. Okay, so while posting the transaction, you have selected within this range, one of the main account within this range. Okay, that time if you have to select this business unit and cost center. Otherwise, so system will not allow you to post any of these transactions. Okay. See, now it's been activated. This is in active status now. Okay, now what you have done? You have created your chart of main accounts or chart of accounts and financial dimensions, and you have combined both of them into your accounting structure. Okay, now so there are other setups also, currencies. Okay, so exchange rates or currencies, so there are multiple things, so how to create currencies. See, so there are already, so all the currencies will be defaulted. If you want to create any of the currency, just click here. Suppose if you want to create US dollars, okay, US dollar, and symbol also you can mention here. What is the US dollar symbol? Then, so here conversion, whatever the conversion you can give, and the rounding rules, so how much rounding rules it's required, you can keep, so if you want rounding rules also you can define. Okay, all these areas, so for the purchase order, sales orders, all these areas you can define the rounding rules also. Method, if you want to keep method, rounding rule method, you can keep it downward or upwards. We have no normal or so downward, upwards, so that we can right guys, what is downward and upwards. Suppose so my amount is 49.4 is there, then so if you keep as so upward, it will take you to 94.5. If it is so 96, so it will gonna take as so 95 actually. Okay, and if it is again downwards, okay, so it will, yeah.
Just to get a confirmation, you mean to say by using a downward option, if we have 49.50, then if we select a downward option, it will go to 49. If we select a upward option, it will go to 50, isn't it?
Exactly right.
Okay.
Suppose, okay, let me clear. This is my invoice amount. My invoice amount is 450.4. Okay, so if you keep, okay, so downwards, upwards. Downwards, upwards, how it works, so suppose if it is like 950.4, downward, when it takes us downward, it will consider us 450.550. If it is upward, okay, sorry, this this downward, it will take us only 450. 450 it will take. If you take as so upwards 450.50. Sorry. Here. Okay, understood, guys? If it is downward, it will consider as so down or fall off the rounding. Okay, if you take upwards, it will so round off for the 4.50. Clear, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, cool then.
Rashikar, one doubt on the accounting structures, Rashikar.
Yes.
Okay. You said we can give it in a different ranges, like 1 series to 2 series, 2 series to 3 series. What if we have give a overlapping series? For example, what I will give from 1 to 2 in one line, and from again 2 to 3 in one line. What
System
will
will
happen?
not accept.
System will not accept.
System will not accept to give like that. We see that error message, right? Just before.
Can you just do it once? In the second line, just give it 2 to 4.
You can see here, right?
Yes, Rashid. Okay.
See what system is saying, wherever it is getting overlapped, it is showing. So it is overlapping with 3 series to 4 series, also 1 series to 2 series.
Yeah, Rashid,
Okay.
I got it. Thank you.
See guys, as soon as you just so click on the edit, again it will go to draft state. Again you need to activate this one. Okay, so now let's create currencies. Okay, so this is how your currencies works. So you have to create currencies. You can see so all this information you need to fill, and then you have to save this one. This will not get saved because it is already there. US currency cannot create a record. Currency table, currency USD dollars. This record is already exist. Okay. Okay, so once you have done, so this all, so system already will be there, so already you can get this information. Okay, so you can consider default ones only. Exchange rate types, so you have multiple exchange rate types. You can create whatever the exchange rate type you want. So usually, so average rate, or so so budget, closing, constant, or so whatever the exchange rate you want, you can define it. Okay, so usually we'll take a default one. Okay, and default one, if you just click on the exchange rates, Exchange rate is nothing but, guys, so the currency exchange rate. Suppose from INR to USD, how much is the difference? Okay, there is some 77 or something, no, now today's rate.
Yes.
Yeah, so like that you have, so different exchange rates will be defined in the system, so that these exchange rates will be calculated in your transaction level. Okay, that you can see in the at the transaction posting level. Okay, yeah, and so I'll consider as normal exchange rate or default exchange rate only. If you want, you can still define what is the exchange rate. I wanted to take it from USD to INR. So this is already exist. Okay, that is how system is saying. That is what. I'll click on the new USD to AED. No, these all currencies are there, guys. What is not there? INR to AED will take.
Do it USD to SEK. USD to SEK. Swedish Koran.
HTK.
SEK.
Sweden currency.
Sweden
Yes.
currency.
Sweden currency SEK.
Okay, good. So so as soon as I have done this one, so I'll select, so my date from which date I want this one, from start of so and so date, and what is the exchange rate for SEK to USD conversion. 1 into 1.10. I'll take 1.10. Okay, I'll save this one. Now so whenever I select this one, so this will get converted in this same way. Okay, so I have created my exchange rates and also exchange rate types here. Exchange rates I have defined, currency exchange rates also we have defined now, and so foreign currency revaluation we'll see at the end. Okay, so now we we have selected that, so we know how to create exchange rates types and exchange rates currencies. Okay, so we'll see calendars. Now we'll see
Shekhar, one doubt. You have selected one defined exchange rate. Okay. Exchange rate will keep getting changed day by day and every time, every hour by hour or minute by minute.
I'll come
How-
to that. Sorry. I'll come
Oh.
to that. Yeah. Okay. So then financial calendars. Okay. You can create new calendar as well. TFY 22. Become physical year or physical calendar will take. Physical calendar and so on so forth. Months, yeah, period is one. Okay. I've created now, so if I want a new calendar, I can still create new calendars. Okay, till 25, I'll create it. Okay, I have created my physical calendar, and so guys, here you can see, so there are 14 periods will be generated. One is, so opening period, so it will not allow you to post any of the transactions, and also other one is closing period, so these two will not allow you to post any transactions. This is just, so pushing the balances, and other 12 periods are operating periods, so where you can operate your business, or so your transactions. Okay, you have created your physical calendars, and ledger calendars also will be appear in the same way. And so you can see which is your calendar, TFC, right? TFC. Okay, and you can select whatever the year you want, so you can see it here. Okay, so now so you have created so multiple calendars also have been created, and so currencies also have been created. Now ledger form is there.
One
Yeah.
question. Okay, fiscal calendar relates to 1 year. Okay, 1 year. Can we create a calendars for per monthly basis?
This is monthly basis only.
No, 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 no. Per day basis. For 1 month, if we have January 31 days, can we create like that calendar?
You can still create like that, but so that is not the good practice. If you just take as the day level. Okay, so I'll show you.
Okay.
So if you take just days, you have to create here, so some 365, or so okay, let's take one only. If you just create FC some testing. Okay, so just see here how it looks like. See, there are so n number of periods will be generated, which will be very difficulty for you to track, right?
Yeah.
This is so not the best practice. So if we suggest this kind of method to our clients, so then so they'll doubt about our again system knowledge. Okay. So let's not so use this one. So the best practice is so go on the month level. That is the IFRS standards. Okay, so just let's so follow that. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what we have done, we have created ledger calendars and physical calendars also. Now so till now what all we have seen and whatever we have been created, so we need to attach in ledger form. So what all we have created under chart of accounts, we have created dimensions, we have created account structures, we have created, and currencies we have created, and also calendars we have created. Now these all subforms we need to add in our ledger form. This is very main and important form. Okay, here we are going to add all the forms. Just click here, Tech Mahindra, that is fine. And chart of accounts we have created, and so since I haven't created all the so accounts, I'll take my shared chart of accounts. Okay, and you guys so create our own chart of accounts, and so assign that here. And physical calendar, what is physical calendar? We have created just now TFC 2022, right? Tech Mahindra physical calendar 2022, and this is not required. And then you have currencies. What is your accounting currency? What is your reporting currency? I have taken two currencies. This is my accounting currencies, and this is reporting currency. Guys, so currencies are three types. Okay, you might get it out. So Raj, so why we need so three currencies? Okay, so because when you are entering the transactions, first let's try to understand what is this accounting currency, what is reporting currency. This accounting currency is nothing but your legal entity currency. Your legal entity currency, suppose this legal entity you are operating from India, or so this legal entity you are operating from Dubai, so your accounting currency you will take as AED. Okay, so because your all the reports needs to be generated, entity reports needs to be generated in your AED currency, because you need to submit your localizations to your local authorities, right? That is the one. But so this entire TechM is in this entire TechM group company will be located in USA, United States. Then so your reporting currency should be USD, right? So all your reports should be generated at the USD transactions, or so USD currency, right? And so there is one more currency is so your transaction currency. In the transaction level, you are going to give multiple currencies per transactions, right? So you may pay so transactions, you may pay your payments to your vendors, and so in INR you may pay your payments in INR, or Qatar dirhams, or European dollars, or so there are multiple currencies you will use at the transaction level, right? Yeah, so that's why so that is so your transaction currency, this is accounting currency, this is reporting currency. Okay, and this is so exchange rates. So what is your exchange rate you have been defined. So we have seen how to create so accounting exchange rates, right? So I'll take default one. Okay, for the time being you can create so your own one, you can just keep it if you want. And reporting currency also so exchange rate also I'll take as default, and budget one I'll consider as budget. Okay, this realized gain or loss accounts, if you want you can still keep it. Also so here so accounting structure we need to define, guys. So accounting structure also we need to define, which is our accounting structure, TechM accounting structure, and select it. Yes. So adding an accounting structure will require ledger dimensions for any unposted documents will be synchronized. This synchronization will occur whenever server resources are available. This is to minimize impact on data entry and posting of documents. Do you want to add the account structure now? Yes, I wanted to add it. Okay, so what system is saying, so the transactions will be fetched, so these accounts will be fetched to your transaction level, right? Okay, so we have added all the forms whatever we have created till now, right? So we have created chart of accounts, we have created our so financial physical calendars, we have created our accounting structures, we have created currencies, reporting currencies, accounting currencies, and exchange rates we have defined. Till now whatever the forms we have created, okay, so we have been generated, right? And save this one. Okay, so this is the heart of so your ledger file, your dynamics, guys. So here it is, so you're going to configure all the forms and close this one. There is one more thing, journal names. Okay, if you want to post any of the transactions, journal names are important. Okay, so we have created one journal name, right? Just a minute, guys. Sarika, bye. తగో అప్పేనమ్మా అన్న క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను, మళ్ళీ నేను సార్కా చదివిస్తాను చూడండి. Okay, see, so this is how the journal name we have created, right? So the daily journal we have created, and some voucher series we have been created. Okay, and close this one. And then so we have done all this, at least some major setups we have done. Now I wanted to post my journal entry. Okay, yes, go ahead, Syed. Hello,
It's not me, Rashid.
Sorry, I can't hear you, Syed. Can you repeat?
It's not me, Rashekar.
Okay, no problem. See, guys, so this journal, so whenever we started, and so it's not show me any of the lines, right? So we just created though we have created journal name also, it's not showed. Now let's try to click on the lines. This is all the header information, so we'll just try to click on the lines. See, this is the line information. This is how your journal look like, guys. Okay, so the first one, date. This date, from where it's been picked up? From where it's been picked up? Any idea?
Calendar.
From your calendars. Here, from your calendars, your date has been picked up. This voucher, from where it's been picked up?
Exchange rate.
Accounting sequence.
It's
Number.
not accounting sequence.
Number.
So you have created in the journal name, under your journal name, you have created your voucher, right? Vouchers. You have created this voucher, right? From here, general journal and followed by 6-digit number. General journal followed by 6-digit number. Okay, and this is the company. Company, it's been picked up from the organization. And this is the default one.
Rashik, for that voucher also, number sequence also important, right?
Number sequence, see guys, so there is a difference. So this is journal batch number. Journal is, your kind of your book. Okay, it's kind of your book, and so this will pick up from the number sequence. Okay, this will pick up from the number sequence. And line level, so under this book you can have n number of vouchers. You can create multiple vouchers here. You can create multiple lines here, right? These all are the your different, so you can, if you want, you can just set it as different vouchers. Okay, so these all are the vouchers under your journal book. Understood?
Yes, Rashikar.
Yeah. Okay, so this is your voucher, it's been picked up, and this is the default one, account types. This is system default one. You can create, so you can post. Guys, here there is one more option you have, so through general ledger module, you can post customer journal, customer payments. You can post, so vendor journals, vendor payments, or projects, fixed assets, banks. Okay, that options you have. And also let me post one journal now. You can see here, guys. See, whatever the transactions, so whatever the accounts I have mapped in the ledger form, so these all accounts from where it's been picked up. Any idea? From where this main account has been picked up?
From
Chart.
shared main accounts.
Chart of accounts?
Yes, from the chart of accounts. I'll take some rent expense. Okay, then you got some business units. This business units, from where it's been picked up?
Financial dimensions?
Yeah, financial dimensions. Right, guys, so we have taken some business unit and cost center, right? So these two financial dimensions, it's been appeared. And so I'll take what is my financial dimension. I'll take rent expenses for home and some trade shows or marketing expenses. Okay, I'll keep as rent expense. What is the amount? Some 5,000 or 50,000 is my rent.
What will be the length of description? How much description we can give? Is it limited or there is any specific length we have to give?
I didn't check, Sayed, but so there is so good number of length you have. You can give so n number of.
Oh.
You can see here. You can give at most. Okay. Okay, so this is so debit, and I'll select so again see guys, so I don't give any credit amount. Okay, so but still, as soon as I give some offset account, so I so automatically the offset the credit amount, it will pick up here. Okay, so I'll take some bank account, bank GL, and so I'll take some so business unit and dimensions. Okay, so now I'll save and I'll just simulate posting or validate it. So before posting this transaction, so you need to, so just click on the validate this transaction, so that if there is any errors, the system will show you. Okay, system show you, so boss, there is a error, so correct it. Now, so this transaction is ready to post. But here there is one more thing, so at the accounting structure level we have seen, right? And so we have kept, so there are a couple of things as mandatory, right? Where is my accounting structure? TechM accounting structure. Here for this range, so what is the account you have selected? Offset account is 1. So 1 series you have been selected. Sorry, not this one. For 6 series you have been selected. Okay, for 6 series it will come under this range, right? 5 to 9 range it will come. These two are mandatory you kept. Suppose if I don't enter any of my business unit or cost center, what it will happen? We'll see now. So I'll not enter any of my business unit here. See, as soon as I just so deleted that, so system is showing the error. What is this? You must select a value in the business unit field in combination with the following dimensions value that are valid. Main account, so and so. The combination is not valid with the business unit. Understood, guys? The impact.
Yeah.
Suppose this business unit, I'll keep it as optional. See, I don't give any business unit still here, but so what I'll do, I'll change my business unit as optional. Okay, then I'll activate this one. Guys, so this I can just directly go ahead and tell you guys, so this is what you are posting, this is what you need to configure. But consultant role is just not like that. So consultant role is not just to fix the issues. So you have to find out the root cause. So if you want to find out the root cause, you have to understand the system, right? You need to understand what is happening in the background. So if I just change this one, what will happen in the background? Okay, so once you learn to complete the system, you should be in a position to play with the system. Okay, and what I'll do, I'll just close this one, just refresh sometime. Okay, this is activated now. TechM accounting structure. Now, though I don't give my accounting, so my business unit, still I'll go and validate it. Still system will allow you to post the transaction. See, now again I'll change it to mandatory. I'll remove this button. Again I'll change it to mandatory. I'll activate this one. Guys, you are understanding, right, what I'm trying to explain?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rashik.
Yeah. Okay, this is in active state now. Again, if what I'll do, so now it's been active, so it's allowing, right? Again, if I try to validate, it will not validate because again I changed as mandatory. See? Understood, guys? So what I'll do? Yes, Syed.
Nothing, Rashikara. We understood.
Yeah. Save this one and simulate posting. Main account and dimension, TechM structure. Okay, so there is it's some refresh issue. Where is it? Main accounts also not dimension. Okay. Take currency, this is fine. So what I'll do, sometimes, so it will be some refresh issue as well. What you do, so just delete that line and try to create new line. So rent expense, firm, and some marketing expense, rent expense 50,000, some bank account. Is not a valid dimension. This is valid dimension only here. Where is my accounting structure? See, I kept these two as mandatory. 5 series to 9 series. The combination was not validated beyond the main account financial dimensions. Account number for financial dimension. Value in account structure. This is TechM company only. This is again TechM. Okay, so let me try with some admin or some extraordinary expense. Okay. Okay, so I'll just validate this one. Where? Zero, 6 digit, 6 digits. What have we done? I to 9 series is there, 1 to 9 series is there. Business unit, cost center. This is fine. Okay, so let me create new. So this one. So there is some refresh issue, guys. So before we posting the transactions, we have changed the dimension. No, the dimensions is not appearing for that particular transactions. If we delete the transaction and post the new transaction, new voucher, it will accept. Okay. You understood the impact, right?
Yes.
Yeah, good. Okay, so now what I'll do, so I have filled all my debit and credit information. You can see here what is my accounting currency, what is my reporting currency also you can see. Okay, you can see, so as soon as you give, so the accounting currency will be picked up. This currency you can change it as some different currency also. Okay. Now I'll pause this transaction. Once you posted the transaction, you can see the voucher also, it's been disabled. So enabled, so here you can see your expenses you have debited. You have debited your entertainment expenses and you have credited your bank, right? This is how it works. Any doubts here,
Shekhar,
guys, till now? Yeah, good.
Shekhar, these postings and all are done by the end users, right?
Yes, end users, but you also should have idea what is it.
Okay.
So then only if you don't know the process, how you can suggest or how you can fix the issues, so when user finding, right?
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, process also important, not just the backend configurations. Process also must be important to know from so client so end user end.
Rajshekar, here question is, we haven't selected a customer or a vendor. It's a transaction happened between ledger, right? Only this general
Right.
ledger. Yeah.
This is ledger to ledger transaction, guys. This is ledger to ledger. So your debit also ledger, your credit also ledger. If you want to see the sub ledgers, you have to wait some more time. So still, so we have to go to, so APR sub ledger modules. Okay. Understood, so guys. So first thing you understood, right? So what is ledger, what is sub ledger? Can anyone explain what is ledger, what is sub ledger? Okay, no problem. See, guys, so ledger is nothing but your direct GL postings, your direct ledgers, your main accounts you're going to impact, which means your ledger. When it comes to sub ledger is nothing but your APR, and so where you are directly not impacting your ledger, where you are directly not impacting your ledgers, which means so your sub ledger. APR and so cash and bank, your fixed assets, your budgeting, so these all areas you are not going to impact your ledger directly. So in the name of so ledger, you will select customer or vendor. You will select your customer or vendors. So later classes you will just so understand in so in clear manner. Okay. Any further doubts, guys? Yes, no? Okay, fine. See, guys, so Syed, answering to your question, currency exchange rates. Okay, this currency exchange rate, so there is two types. One is, guys, can you go on mute, please? Who is this guest user? Guys, who is this guest user? Okay, no problem. So Syed, so the currency exchange rates, to two types of input you have. One is some manual input, so which we have explained. So currency exchange rates is there. No, you can so everyday users what they do. So they'll come to this page, and every day, I know, as per the exchange rate, they'll Google it and they'll get the exchange rate. They'll configure here. They'll just so manually update here. That is the first thing. And second thing, you have configure exchange rates providers. Okay, there is so this is the exchange rate providers. What we do, so there are three standard exchange rates providers are there. Okay, OONDA exchange rates, and Central Bank of Europe, and Central Bank of Russia. So what these, so once you configure these exchange rates with the system, okay, you have to give some API keys. So once you give this API keys, you no need to give exchange rates manually every day. So as per this one, system will pick up automatically. System will load the exchange rates every day, so automatically. Okay, understood?
So Raj, it has to be inputted by an user, right?
No, that is what I'm saying. There is two types. One is so manual input of the exchange rates. Okay, manual input of the exchange rates. This so this place user just go ahead and input this exchange rates. Okay, and other one is system itself. So it will pick up. You can see here. So this is the exchange rate providers. So this is third party exchange rate providers. These all are the third party exchange rate providers. So once we configure this API, so there is so small integration required here. Okay, so once you integrate this OONDA rates with our system, okay, it will directly so fetch the exchange rates to MS Dynamics. Okay, and so if you want, you can just keep one a job run, so that so every day you just can run the job run, so that so it will run this exchange rates, so it will load the exchange rates automatically. If you want to import the exchange rates also, you have the option. So but so day to day, I can't manually so import these ones, manually enter all the exchange rates. I just wanted to import this exchange rates. You still have option to import exchange rates. You have option to import exchange rates, currencies, import exchange rate, currency exchange rates with one so Excel, with one of the so this date, or so parameters you can select, and also you can take so what is your exchange rate providers, and you just say okay, it will pick up. Okay,
Shekhar, Shekhar, just have a question. If you do these parameters here, so automatically, so what and all the exchange rate we have given there, so that will be get changed automatically to the exchange provider.
yes, it will change,
Okay.
automatically, right?
I think this will be the best option, right? Instead of every we can
Yes,
go and
this is
changing
the
and
actually best option, right? Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Any further questions, guys?
How we can configure this one, Raj? Your import currencies like to that one existing one what we are doing right now? Is there any way?
Yes, so here there is that's what I explained here. There is one API key we required.
Okay.
So it requires a small so integration required, interface required. So you can just take so your your Google Help, or so some keys you can get. So there is some what do you say, some free trial versions will come.
Okay.
Free trial versions will come, and so you can copy that URL here, so that it will work out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
But so
Shekhar,
this
you
is
mean to
again paid only, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, your users has to pay some so some amount to this exchange rate providers, so that so they'll provide the exchange rates.
Okay. They can give access for us to import currencies
Yes.
directly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, any further questions? Okay, so that's fine, guys. Guys, do you will you guys okay to continue the session 30 more minutes, or it is fine? So since Syed also, he's so Ramjan today, right? Let him take so leave. Okay, that's fine, guys. Enough for the today. Tomorrow class, where there are different journals we have, so periodic journals, okay, and allocation journals, and some accrual journals, intercompany journals. Tomorrow we'll see, so different kind of journals how we post in the system. Okay.
Okay, Rajshekhar.
Yeah. So, any further questions, guys?
Nothing from my end.
Yeah. So system